Testing. Hello, Luna. What's up, Jen? How's it going? Hi, gamer. How are you doing today? How was your Easter? I need music. Spotify. All right. Oh, thank you, Dracula, for the gifted subs, man. I appreciate it. Oh, dang, 5. Jeez, man. Well, thank you, thank you. Holy moly. This like filled up my screen. Thank you, Dracula. Ad-free Twitch for Jen. Wow. It's an Easter miracle. Hey, buddy, how you doing? How's your Easter? Thanks for the gift sub. Twitch made me send this. Oh. Well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. So I'm trying to see if my screen's flickering. Did it fix? Well, it has some flickering issues for me when I stream on Discord. Yeah, mine's been mine's been flickering when I stream when anything's full screen. Or not full screen, but maximized. Mine was good. We had a little like family dinner thing. And little Easter egg hunt. So it was fun. My mom got these like eggs that they're like eggshells, but inside of it is confetti, and so you can like smash them on people, and they like confetti like explodes out of it. It's kind of fun. It was fun, but one of the nieces got hit with one, and she was pretty startled by it. So yeah. Yeah, let me know if the flickering comes back. And maybe it'll happen once I run Mythfall. I don't know. Oh, it's flickering? Yeah, okay, never mind. Oh great, now Emacs is botched for me. appreciate it if you would just work. Look at this thing. This is so strange. I don't know why it does this. Time to switch to micro slop. There we go. We'll just open a new window. Dink. Boom, 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 boom. That was a weird default compile command. Go format. Why would it be that? It's supposed to always be make. That's so strange. I'll never switch to micro slop. Let me log into my moderator account on this thing. All right, there we go. What do you think about age verification in OS level? Who's doing that? I haven't heard anything about that. Is that a Microsoft thing? That's insane. Nobody's doing it yet, but will soon. Microsoft already has the ID requirements and so on in the UK. Florida and some other countries are trying new law. Oh, dang. That's insane. Well, I don't really use Windows that much anyways, so I guess it doesn't really affect me that much, hopefully, but that's annoying. Boom, 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 ba-da-dum. Ubuntu, I think they said they're gonna add it. Yeah, but I don't use Ubuntu either. What the heck? What's going on with my computer? It like's taking me to like another window. Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen anything about this law before. What's the law though? Like, what's the objective of this? Why do they need it at an OS level? Like, what are they trying to prevent? Protect kids from what? Using a computer? Like, at an OS level, I don't understand like what's like for some websites, I kind of get it, but like for using your computer, I don't know what they're trying to do, I guess. So your dissident speech can be silenced. You're such a rebel, Jin. It's just all mass surveillance, I guess, but that is kind of annoying. All right, let's see what's on the agenda today. Obviously, there's a lot of issues with the new sphere system, so I'm trying to work through fixing those. I fixed quite a few of them. Some of them I'm probably not going to fix right away. Like one of them that I want to do is make... I think I want to make the Blood Moon event a regional event, so it's not like the entire map turns red. I'll make it more like one area gets it and it'll spawn like special monsters, I think. I think that makes the most sense, but we'll have to see. What's up, Reinhardt? How's it going, buddy? Getting my weekly spoilers. Yeah, I'll hopefully get this patch out tomorrow. I fixed quite a few of the issues, I think. But there's a few more that I want to fix today. And then, yeah. This was just a visual bug. I made this Blood Moon phase shorter. I made it more light. I fixed the bug where the teleporters weren't being added to the collision map, so like things were spawning on top of teleporters. Also, I nerfed the cannons quite a bit. They're probably like more online with like a Mythfall greatsword now in terms of DPS, what you can get. Because one thing I think about them is they have so much more range and so much more AoE than a sword that they really should be doing less damage than a sword. So like it's a pretty substantial nerf, just a heads up. Don't tell Vegas Eagle. This was a teleporter bug as well. Also, Hung had a bunch of issues with inventory stuff. I fixed all those. Mostly it was one click. Yeah, Eagle in shambles, poor guy. Well, the one click looting, like clicking and it going to the right slot, is fixed now. It worked for quick loot, just not for clicking looting. So I fixed that. I added the achievements for Ice Queen's Castle. I made it so you can rebind. You know how there's like shift right click and shift click to split stacks? Now you can rebind it, because on Firefox apparently you I can't hide the context menu when people hold shift and right click. It like forces it to show. So there's not really a way for me to solve that, but he was having that issue. So it's better to oh yeah, supply points. Those can no longer be binded or like stopped. I made pylons. The pylon capture phase now spawns 3 monsters per update, so it's a little bit harder. Then let's see. Obviously, I want to make the phases more like groupable, because I think right now it's like it doesn't really matter if one person's in a capture point or multiple people. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it so it counts the number of people, and that scales like the rate at which it finishes. It's a little bit harder for the volatility orbs though, because those ones move. I don't really have a way to speed them up. Unless maybe I make the behavior scale off of the capture point, like value or something like that. 120 seconds and it goes for 1.1 for each new person. I don't know how coding works though. Yeah, we'll do something. We'll scale it up, something like that. Probably linearly. Maybe with a cap. Like maybe it can't take less than, or can't speed up by more than 2x or something. But so for the volatility orbs, I was thinking of making them, because right now I think the meta is just to let them die immediately so that you can just get to the next phase. So like I think that's the most efficient way to play, and that's not the like intended thing. So I think what I might do is I might make it so they don't move if they're uncaptured. Maybe they move backwards if they're, I don't know if I can really do that very easily. Like maybe I just make it so you have to, we're waiting 4 minutes for them to disappear. Yeah. So what I'll probably do for these, I think what I'm gonna do is I'll do, I'll make them move based off of how many people are capturing it or something like that. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I don't know. Maybe make some sections pull from a pool of possible stages. Oh, yeah, I definitely want to do this, but it's, I guess I could do this right away. We could do this as well. Then there would be less phases. How long do you think it takes to get through the whole sphere rotation right now? I should have timed it when we did it that one time. It's pretty long though, right? There's 12 phases, so it's kind of takes a long time. But I could shrink that down and make more, make it so it pulls from a pool of phases. When I did it alone, it was 50 minutes-ish. Okay. I guess that's not terrible if you're soloing it. It's just, it's something that's, main time was 4 by, and the blood moon. Yeah, okay. So those ones will be shortened, or the pylons one won't really if you're by yourself, but I think the pylons might be, are they 2 minutes or 3 minutes? I don't remember. Maybe I turned them to 2 minutes. I think that originally they were 3 minutes, but I scaled it down. Okay. Well, when I first built them, it was 3 minutes, and and then I tested it and I was like, this is taking too long. So I turned it into 2 and then I left it there. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, what do we want to do first? I don't want to do the volatility orbs first because that one's a little bit harder. Let's do the capture point one, I guess. This is so strange. My Emacs windows are like linked together. So when I hop between buffers, it's taking me to a whole different one. I'm just gonna close this one. Hold on, give me 1 second. What did I do? I don't know. I think there's 2 ways to open Emacs. One of them's like daemon mode, and one of them's the normal mode. And in normal mode, the buffers aren't connected. Like each window's has its own backend. But in the other mode, it's like there's one server that hosts multiple front ends, and you can like switch between the front ends. So when I switch between buffers, like I go left and right, I really wanted to just, or whoops. Like I want to be able to hop between left and right, you know, like this. But when it has the one single unified backend, I think it just moves. It just tries to move to a whole new front end sometimes. But I just closed the other one so that we're good now. Okay. So let's do the capture points one. It's a server side thing, so it'll be on the server systems package. We'll have to update this because originally I was just checking if anybody collides with it. We'll have to do We'll have to do a variant of this. Circle check. Oh, we already have it. Okay, perfect. So we want to do this then. We'll do we'll have to make a temporary list here. Make ECS.id 0. We'll do like 128. We'll do circle what? Was it circle check? Yeah. We need to pass the list in. I'm going to clear it to 0 before we pass it in. Layer collision check or list. So that'll be the number of people that have captured it, and we'll just track that really quickly. We'll just take the length of that slice. This is just to reuse memory. It is hard though, because I can't really do you think we're finally getting a Tanya the Evil season 2 soon? I don't even know what that is. Is that anime? I haven't seen this one. Is it good? Saga of Tanya the Evil? Oh, I think I've seen the cover for this before. I never watched it though. I thought you'd seen it? No, I haven't. Is it good? Because I haven't watched, what was the last anime I watched? I don't even remember. I haven't watched anime for a while. I kind of started watching regular TV shows. Like I started watching that show Succession, which was pretty good, I thought. And I almost finished it. I'm on like the last season, the last like couple of episodes, but it's kind of just like, they're just wrapping stuff up. So I don't really know if I care anymore to finish it. If you like war stuff, then yes, really good. I'm not like a big like war buff, but bum ba dum ba dum bum bum ba dum da da dum. One other thing I'm not sure of is I kind of feel like some of the bosses give too much XP now. Like some of them give like 1,000 XP or something like that when you kill them. Which is probably too much. And I don't know if I should do a cap or should I do some kind of exponential like fall off curve or something. Unate's fun. There's a lot of action. I'll probably like it then. Sphere clearing is the meta to get honor. Yeah, which is good for sure. It's not bad. It's just I don't think the balance is there. But I think after this patch, I'll probably start doing weekly patches where all I do is rebalance items. So there's probably gonna be a lot of balance changes and PayPal unit to get honor. We'll just keep this Boolean. It's hard to scale up damage because it's on like the scale of 1. Units sold me all the best gear. Yeah, in exchange for Twitch subs. Every Twitch subs gets you 1 unit sword or an invincibility to bring. Okay, this is for... That's tough because this is all the capture points. They all share like this one system. This is the pylon one. Yeah, it is 2 minutes, you're right. 2 times 60 with a 1 second timer. Let me think here. Let me think. I think the 1 second's fine. The problem with the update rate is in the fact that this is all integers is I have to unless I keep like a slop amount that gets that's just tricky. I think I'd rather just bump this up by some value and then scale it. Well, it's got to be damage 1. I'm just thinking of like how much I need to scale this. Like if I multiply this by 10, and then this by 10, and then I say like up to 10, you get +1. So then you get 0.1 every single time. So then I can just do glm.clamp from 0 to 10 num player capture. So it'll just add the number of players linearly and then take that much damage. So then they'll capture faster. So then this will take 1 minute if you have 10 people inside of it. So that incentivizes grouping up, which is nice. On the defend mode side, I guess we're gonna have to rework that anyways, but let me just see who uses this. It's just the pylon and the siege, I think. Yeah, this one's a reverse, or this one's defend mode, I mean. So, okay. It's awkward to write this. Dun, 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 dun. Boom. Because defend mode's more about, yeah, we'll have to redo that one, I think. It's a little hacky to put like the hard-coded 10 and 10 here. I'm just not really sure what else to do. That is technically fine. I'm pretty sure this is logically correct though. We should definitely test it, but boom, 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 boom. Do, 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 do. How early on is pylons? I should have just manager. What's events? Oh, that's for events like Christmas events, holiday events. Dungeon Sphere Manager. I'm gonna make this first one. Here's what I'm gonna do this. No, you know what? I'm gonna leave this for now because we're gonna rework this. I'm gonna do the pooling idea where it's gonna be every phase is gonna have a pool of items it can pull from when it gets constructed. So it'll be different every single time. Also, I'd love to add a few new ones, but I just don't really have any ideas right now. Also, I need to get this out tomorrow, so yeah. So let's just comment these out for now because I just want to test the pylons thing. Whew. All right, I'm gonna make some coffee while this goes. I'll be right back. All right. That was what, 100 seconds? It should have been 2 minutes. Also, there's a lot of monsters that spawn. So I guess the 3... Dun, 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 dun. Do, do, do. Boom, boom. Okay, this is way harder now. Like, I can't even keep them cleared, so. I guess my sword's not all that good. Also, I have like no stats, and this is a tier 5 biome. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. I have to rebuild this. Okay. Scale capture points with number of players. All right, we did that one. I mean, this was more of just a general note. I've read it, so. Yeah, we'll do this. Actually, let's do this next because I really haven't decided what I want to do for this. It could just be that you have to guide it. Like you really, literally, it only moves if. Would that be good enough? Can I just do a behavior that does that check and then I don't make it a capture point at all? I can make it display as a capture point, I guess. Sorry, I'm reading something on the side here. All right, that's fine. Yeah, so how could this work? I could just make the behavior like it only moves inward when there's people on it, and it moves faster if there's more people. Let me think here. And then what? Should they always move at a slow rate? Or they just stop? Like people have to guide them? I think I'm going to make them always move at a slow rate. Here's what I'll do. No, because I don't want them to die. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix all the problems. Yeah, I think always move is better. Clearing the sphere calls for a coffee break sometimes. Yeah, I mean, like, I want there to be a reason to guide them, though. If they always move, then it's, because Because like right now they die. And if they die, it ends up dealing less damage. So if they can't die, but they always move, then it's pretty much just like a waiting period, which you can speed up by just guiding them, I guess. So I'm just trying to think of like what's the... Or I just remove it as a thing that like benefits you in the fight. You just have to wait for it. I could do that too. Ba-ba-bum. See, this is why I'm not really 100% sure about this one. So let's do the pool idea first. We'll fix that section and then we'll do. I'm just gonna close it. Anti-gravity is just the worst thing in the world. Like they really did not try. The more I try to do like AI vibe coding stuff, the more I just realize like how poor the AI decision making is. It's just like, it just does the stupidest stuff sometimes. It has like it has absolutely zero taste. Anyways. Maybe the sections from the pool. Yeah, we'll do this. All right, perfect. So let's go to manager. We'll have to make some kind of like builder structure to that like generates these. What we'll have is we'll have a configuration list of things that generate the sphere phases essentially. And then when this gets built in the spawner, we'll have to do like phase builder or something, loop through all the phases and like build all of them. I'm gonna use my regular loot table thing for this, or my random number generator table. And we'll just, yeah, we'll just do that. I don't know exactly how I want to model it though, because some phases might only have one. Like I don't want to have like let's say I do like 2 pools of like this would be like phase 0 or yeah, index 0 of the phases, right? And then phase 1 might also have like this same one, but I only want it to be one of these, if that makes sense. So I could have one. I could have it be a I could have the same pointer maybe between multiple indices, and it'll just pull one more unique one out of it, so it'll get updated every time. That could probably work. Yeah, that does probably work actually. Do I even need that? I really just need a pgen table, don't I? So this will be like pgen dot table sphere phase, like that. We'll do phase pool is this. Pgen dot new table. Let's just do the first indice and we'll see what it looks like. Oops. I think that's pretty much it. Let me look at this again, because I have like a new unique. Yeah, the problem with this one is it's you have to get like 4 unique items, for example. Like I don't really have a good way to unless I could like clone the table and then do like pull one, like take one or something like that. Yeah, I guess I have this, get and remove. But I have to clone the table, which I don't know if I have a function for. Yeah, cloning is always such a hard prospect for a generic struct because it's like, you don't know what this T is going to be, so you don't really know how it can clone. I could. It's also confusing because I have some phases that are only going to have one thing. Let me get my coffee. I'll be right back. I guess I could make a special type for this that has like multiple implementations, and it'll be like one of them is just returns one phase, one of them does the picking from a pool, and then one of them does like a common pool or something like that. I don't know. Or what I could do is I could just say they all use this table. And then when I'm building the phases, I just make sure we don't have duplicate phases. The problem is I might be fine with some of them being duplicated. Like this one, I'm kind of fine with it duplicating. I can always just make it a different phase name though. I'd prefer not to do that though. Like it just feels like a strong restriction. Let's just make them independent for now, and then we can always expand on it. So we'll just do the bool idea for to start with. All right, phase 1. We'll shoot for 10 phases, I think. This can go away. What's the easiest way to copy paste this? Just the middle part, maybe? Or this one we did. Let's go ahead and make just one big list of every single one. By the way, something to stop the amount of honor probably is just nerfing payloads. They're 1 honor each. Yeah. And I think that Titans are like 10 honor each or something like that. Rifts we did, pylons. Let me add this to my list of things to do today though. Like, I don't know. It's hard because I want people like, I don't really want people to feel like, oh man, like it's just impossible to get honor. But also I don't want them to just like be like, not that it's like cheating. But I don't want people's playstyle to be like not fun. And if it's fun to get a lot of honor by doing that stuff, then that's fine. It's just that if I make honor easier to get, then that means I have to make things more expensive to spend on, you know? And then it makes the honor from killing normal mobs just like a little bit less valuable. Maybe that's really the big call out. Maybe I should just make them all like a fixed honor gift, like 1 honor or something for Titans. Or something, I don't know. That was weird. I think if I did this, I do this, this should work. Okay. There's the supply ones. Here's wardens. I think I copied that, yeah, right. Oops. All right, let's comment this guy out. This is more of an internal data structure now. Okay, this will be that one. Six, 7. All of these numbers are gonna be wrong though. I should have, this will have to be 10. Oh gosh. I walked into that one. No, it starts at, this will be 9 then. 9, 8, 7. 6. Am I missing something? Oh. This already had a new table. I just didn't have the number. Okay. We have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. He said the numbers. He said the numbers. Okay. All right, rifts, pylons, blood moon. We'll do rifts or mana inhibitors, because that's kind of the same sort of thing. The numbers, Mason, what do they mean? What is that from? Ugh. I have an XP phase, a set piece phase, a pylon or blood moon phase. Call of Duty Black Ops 1. Oh, really? I used to love Black Ops. I used to play Black Ops 2 so much in college. I'd come home from classes and I'd just go and play Black Ops 2. And all I did was do quick scoping. Like I never used any other guns other than sniper rifles. You were my nemesis? Yeah. I hated snipers. Yeah, a lot of people did. They're just so strong. Use like the DSR 50 and like run around and just like bop people. Also, I remember when I first started doing this work, I wanted to make 4 different Titan types. Also, do you feel like the Titans are not interesting enough in terms of combat? I think I might have them spawn like little Titans that follow around them and protect them. I don't know though. Okay. I think this is actually pretty decent. So we have 1 XP phase at the start. And then we have set piece phase like before. Then you either have to do pylons or blood moon. Then you have to do rifts or mana inhibitors. Then you have Titans, and then you have the supply phase, and then you have the Wardens phase, and then you have the defend phase, then the nucleus fight, and then you're done. So that'll remove like two. I think that removes 2 phases from the older one. You either have this one or this one or this one, and this one or this one. So it'll be a little bit different. Also, I think these are the most boring ones, so I'm fine to group those together. Okay, this can go up. And then we'll do, we need to actually instantiate this. So when we do here, we'll have to build these then. So it'll basically be, let me rename this. Manager dot phase pool for table in phase pool arrange Ranbei get phase. We'll just append, I guess. We'll have to do this. It'll be phases equals make. So we're in scomp, I think. Oh no. Scomp dot sphere phase 0. Oh my goodness. Okay. So it'll go through and roll basically every single table and see what we get. Don't want to make any of these more varied. Like I could spawn 2 instead of 3. This one has to be 4. This one has to be 4. We may as well like just do we'll make them a little bit deeper, a little bit more variety, I guess, in terms of how many things spawn. Not that it's that big of a change, but we may as well use our system. Okay, so we'll make the phases dynamically now, which is perfect. We get rid of that. This is a new thing, and I think we're good. Just make sure this is organized. Okay, let's review our code. We moved that. This is there. I'm gonna build this, and then we'll look at it. Are we defining all of our phase pools? This I can delete now. It's kind of captured above. Let's see what else that got deleted. We'll have to check off some stuff. Phase pool, then we build it. Perfect. That's good. Maybe only one phase without getting XP. Okay. We did that as well. Compilation. Sorry. What is this? Unit talking to the enemies, making life harder for us. Improving monster AI the conventional way. Also, I built a hotkey to I do super key 1 and it takes me to the screen that I want it on. I don't know what I'm thinking I'm going to test here. All right, we got 2,000. Defeat 5 bosses. I'm not going to do that. Okay. Generate sphere phases from a pool. Yeah, this one I'm not really sure what to do. It's hard because I only have one flash animation. I guess I could make the flash less like bright or something for certain monsters. I don't know. All right, let's do the velocity orbs though. We'll make them, shoot. I guess we haven't figured this out, have we? Make them not move when players don't have them captured and move backwards when mobs are capturing them. Or maybe just make them move forward if the player captures it and make it move a little bit faster with more people. Dun, 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 dun. What if I did... I was thinking, what if I did something like, I don't know how I would do this. It's kind of tricky. It's not really tricky. It's just it'd have to be a whole new custom thing. But I was thinking I could make it so like, I don't know if I wouldn't even want to say it. Where like, it would be basically like whoever captures it longest, it switches to that side. So like it turns red or it turns blue, and when it gets in, it just does something different. But then it's like there's just so much variability there. It's kind of confusing, and it's already confusing what it does. I could drop this whole phase, I guess, and just do a different thing. Did I have other phase ideas? I think I put it in like design, proposal, progression. No, that's sphere event system. Maybe we just build a different one. Bum, 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 bum. Mm-hmm. One thing I also think I want to do is, let me write this down. I'll just put it here. Change objective spawning to have a flag that lets you force the objectives into different biomes. Titans. I had lieutenants as an idea that I definitely still want to do this, but it's just too many different monsters I have to draw. Supply chain, we did that one. Plague. Pylon defense, we did that one. Rifts, we did this one. Man inhibitors, we did that one. Wardens, we did that one. So many are crash site, orange nodes. Eh. It's not a bad phase. Maybe we just keep it and try to figure out what we do. So if we make it move slowly, and it just moves faster if you capture it. And I just remove it. I remove it from the actual behavior thing. Like you just have to get, they just have to make it into the middle. Or I come up with an idea where it's like just very beneficial to have them make it to the middle. Every volatility orb that doesn't make it, I spawn a different warden on the nucleus for you to also fight. I mean, it does get fixed if I just say that they don't move until someone captures it. Or I make them move, but they just move super slowly. Volatility orb. Huh. Ow. Blue 2, make that 10. Trying to think of how to integrate this with the capture point system. I guess I just make the defend mode more of like a guide mode thing. Yeah, I mean that probably makes the most sense. But then am I gonna track like the number of people who've captured it? I guess I could. It's probably helpful information to have. And then in the behaviors, I can read this info. Quick suggestion, can you also add the percent sphere combined with the rest of the rework sphere maybe? But the percent will decrease very slowly compared to before. That way people who don't want to do the bosses, phases, etc. on the new work. They'll still be able to contribute by grinding their own way. What do you think? Oh, you mean like just do the XP tracker thing as well? I'd have to think about it. So I'm just thinking of like what the implications of that was going to be. Do you mean this more for like, it'll contribute very little compared to before? The problem is then there's like two things. I mean, I can definitely track, I could definitely do it. It's just then it's gonna skip. What does it do? It skip, like, what do you have in mind? It skips phases. Also, like, who is this for? Like, who do you envision is like wanting this feature? Like what sort of player? Like what's the reason for this, I guess? The percentage won't skip any phases. It's just instead of doing the phase, you can do XP instead always. Maybe some people don't know, or they don't want to do the bosses capture, etc. in order to get alley. I'm still processing it myself. I gotcha. I think I think right now the it's very bare bones. Like there's only like a few scenarios, I guess, that can run through the sphere phases, right? And I think that a lot of them are kind of like not super fun. They're not really well put together yet. But I think when it gets, as the game gets more content, I think it'll be better because it'll be like, well, what I'm hoping is that there's more, like, do you think people don't want to do bosses? I feel like people would want to always do the bosses. The things people don't want to do are going to be like capture the pylons and like do things like that. So what my hope is that eventually I add enough bosses for every single phase section to where there's like something interesting to do. Like if there's something that's not fun to do, then I don't want people to have to like do it every time. I'm fine if there's a not fun phase that you have to do occasionally. But I'd rather it be more like of an engaging thing. So one change we have is that it's gonna pick from a pool now. Like for example, there's let me give you a little preview. Like now what I've done is I've made a pool. There's like a loot table kind of roller thing that's gonna roll either a pylon phase or a blood moon phase. So now you'll never have both pylons and blood moon in the same one. So it's gonna get randomized. And like what I wanna do is I wanna add more and more for every single section. So there's gonna be 10 phases in the next patch. Where wardens will always be a phase. Titans will always be a phase, but then instead of having rifts and mana inhibitors, it'll be rifts or mana inhibitors. And I'm hoping like some of these will also have like bosses to fight, right? Because I think that's like the more fun content, and this is more like alternative type stuff, right? Like capturing rifts or like destroying rifts, I mean, and stuff like that. But also I think that I think new players aren't really, like, do you see a new player like getting through Alavarg anyways? Like I feel like they're more trying to just like level up their character. So I think for a brand new player, it's not really like, they're not really going to be interacting with the objective system very much, other than like seeing it and like learning it slowly, right? And like maybe doing some of the tasks that are in like the early biomes. But like newer players are mostly caring about like doing early dungeons and like killing mobs and getting like their character up to speed and stuff. But I think as more content fills out, I think it'll be better. So I just don't really see a need for like a fallback mechanism for Do the new players know that there's something after the sphere closes? Yeah, I mean, I hope they'll eventually learn that by like it just happening. Like when you play Realm of the Mad God or something and you're a brand new player, you like run around and kill stuff and you don't really care. And then eventually like the realm closes and you go to this like other area and do this other fight and you don't really know like why it happened. In fact, I still don't know how Realm does theirs. But I see the percentage. Oh, do they have a percentage? I guess I played a long time ago. There was never like a percentage. There was just like text that popped up that was like, kind of like what I write to mine. It's like, then I think to myself, what happens when it reaches 0? That's probably true. What I could maybe do is this. I think that's a different problem than having there be like a fallback. That's more like a you want to see something like some big thing's gonna happen in some time, right? So maybe the solution for that is there used to be like the big stability bar at the top. I don't really like it up there, to be honest. I think I might put it on the left side. Like if I had a bar over there, like if I made a more like, what's it called? Like in the notifications area. Huh? That's super strange. Oh, there's a panic. I can't comment these out anymore because I numbered them. But yeah, like let's say that there's, I can't build it right now, but sorry, I'm fat fingering everything right now. I'll have to remove those hard-coded numbers. Let me show you. Let me show you what I'm thinking. Or something like how, not saying it'll be exactly like this, but something like how, have you ever played Risk of Rain? They have that like bar that's kind of like slowly moving across to the next like thing. I could do something like that maybe. But what I had in mind was, right now, these are super simple. Like there's no coloring. I can't do any coloring. I just have like a different icon and text. And I can update the text. Like when you destroy stuff, it updates. But what I could do instead is I could make it more like, because I don't like that there's a text, but I don't have like a rich system yet to draw this more cleanly or like make it nicer looking. Or make them different sizes. But what I could do is I could make like a double the height of one of these and have it like explain like what's the current task and like what phase we're on and how close we are to like the next phase and stuff like that with some bar. So that's kind of clear like what you're doing and like you're getting something to like 0 or to 100 or something like that. I don't know. That could be something that goes over there just so people see it and they like see that there's some like ongoing event kind of thing happening. What does that, does that sound, does that solve the problems you're talking about? So after finishing each phase of the sphere, 1 bar will get removed. No, it wouldn't be 5. It won't be like 5 bars. It'll be, well, there's going to be 10. I think I'm going to do 10 phases. I mean, obviously it doesn't have to be like exactly 10, but some amount of phases. Let's just say 10 for now. That's what I have it set at. It's not going to have 10 different bars that are it's not going to be like 10 vertical bars that like you have to like see them all. It's just like you'll see like how close you are to finishing, like what phase you're on. A bar that shows like how close it is to, I don't know, like it's a bar that shows how close you are to like getting to the very, very end where it closes. And then like the current task, basically. It'll be something like that. So it'll be kind of like the same stability bar that you saw before. And then just below it'll just show like the task that's currently going on or something like that. That way people see that there's like some sort of thing that we're playing towards. And maybe they want to participate in that, but it'll be more like all encompassed. I don't really like it up here because I think it's kind of confusing, but yeah, I mean, let me add it and see if that maybe solves it. Rich, what is this called? Notification? Oh, you're talking about like a segmented bar. Yeah, I mean, I could make a segmented bar, I guess. It would be, I guess I could make a I mean, it would be something like this, showing the I don't know if this is the progress to closing the realm and Realm of the Mad God, or if like mine will be this kind of, but in terms of like it'll be phases, like remaining phases 1 of 10 or something like that, if that makes sense. At the top of all the progress left. I'm just looking at ideas to help people understand. Yeah, no, 100%. It's exaltation, progress, and realm. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking something like that, but showing it on the scale of difficulty. Haha, yeah. Like I could do it that way too. Like it's just a matter of like how you display it. Risk of rain bar slaps. Yeah, that would be a little bit harder to program, I think. So I probably won't start with that, but it's easier just to have like a single bar that just shows like, you know. Maybe we'll do these two next because I really don't know what I'm gonna do with the volatility orbs yet. What is this? Oh, that's for, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, let's do the notification thing. I actually don't know if I can do this live edited because I might need to, maybe we can, I'm not sure. I do like the icon. This turned out pretty good. It looks like a little bit of a hurricane. It's going to be in the health.go of the plugin. These are the different texts that it shows. I technically do know that it's out of 10 phases. Sorry, I'm feeling a little congested today. A lot of coughing. We'll do, we'll make, I think it has to be a ratio. I'm pretty sure. I'm just gonna do const num phases. I almost wrote phases with an F. I don't know if that matters, but I want it to be a float, so. Sphere completion. We'll have to change. How big is the project? Just Mog. What's it called? Clock? 140K. The problem is a lot of the code's generated, so also, I don't know why it finds C and C++ header files, because I definitely don't have any of that. Yeah, but there's no OpenGL in here. This doesn't include my rendering library. This is just the like Mythfall project. We'll have to do a I need to add data for drawing the stuff we want to talk about that we talked about. So we need to have a way to make it double size, and we need to have row 1, row 2. So maybe we do this. We do like Wait a second. Do I use my vertical list thing for this? Draw party. Task list. This might be just copy paste. Why did I call it that? Party select. Oh, this is, oh, I see now. Okay. Like really, we just need to do this at the top. Okay, that's cool. We just cut action queue width. Yeah, unfortunately it decides, like the problem is sometimes in UI layouts, it's like you need to know, you want the thing to decide how big it is, and sometimes you want the layouter to decide how big it is. That's fine though. I can always add a Boolean that just says like, hey, how tall should this be? The width is going to be fixed. I don't want to make any that are longer. I think it looks nice when it's just like perfect. So we'll do this. We'll okay, I think I have an idea of what we need to do. Task list, HUD task. We'll do or yeah, we'll do double height, bool, and then we'll do like row 2 text or something like that. I don't know, string. If task I dot double height h equals 2 times h. And then for this one, we'll have double height true. And then we'll do, what's like text, what did I write? Text 2, row 2 text. I'm gonna rename this. Thank you, Ryan Thurban, for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Welcome. Okay. Unless I missed something, this should build. Oh, I made this. We'll do, I guess we'll just add this instead of having a fake string here. That way we're just using it. How about that? Does this build? It's weird, it's like not trying to build. Oh, I'm in the wrong file. Mm-hmm. The problem is the only way to do plugins in Go is you have to do this weird thing where you copy all your source files to a new directory, and then so I make these temporary directories to copy it all to rebuild it so I can dynamically load it. So it's super painful. Okay, that's not exactly what I wanted, but we're getting closer. Now we just need to update the draw task function. I mean, really, this should be inside of, what's it called? Yeah, draw HUD task. we just have to have a custom function for the double height mode. So we'll do task dot double height if this. Then we'll do rect is this is the bottom half. You don't use completion? I do use completion. It's just it doesn't show up very quickly because it kind of gets in the way of, like, if I do this rect dot bottom, eventually it shows up like my suggestions. Those really just for like if I get stuck, I don't remember something, I can have it complete. It's a little bit slow sometimes, which is annoying, but okay, then we'll do the bottom half section. But for the longest time, I didn't use it. For the longest time, I didn't even use an LSP. But I've kind of come to terms with it's useful enough to just keep. Going to find definition is just so useful. Also, having the imports automatically sorted for you is also super useful too. All right, what were we doing? So this is the top half. The icon, image. We'll just do this, I think. Obviously, we have to clean this stuff up, but excuse me. Boom, 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 boom. That's weird that this didn't take the right. Oh, this doesn't cut the top. I need to do, I guess it's this. Cut. Bottom. And then there's a formatting bug here, which is strange. Remaining %D. Oh, it's a percent, I mean, it's technically a %F. I guess we're just showing it for now. Oh, it didn't do the background correctly, because the background needs to be the entire rectangle. So we'll do total rect is rect. I might just move this up actually. Eh. Yeah, so this will show a bar from that goes upwards. Also, we need to do a little padding on the left side here. Also, I want the bar to be up here, I think, and then the task be below it. Also, I should make these colorable. RGBA. I'll do that after because I feel like I'm tacking on too much little things and it's getting kind of confusing. Let's do the bar first. So the top half will have to be that's just kind of confusing because it's not text. It's not like I'm doing a top text bar thing. I almost want to make like an optional and put it in here and just have it be the like the sphere close ratio or something like that. I think what I really need is I need a better widgeting interface for my UI library. Because the problem is I want to just be able to specify like, oh, I want to throw in like a new object here. And like, I want everything to lay out correctly based off of that. So it's kind of like I have one object, which is like icon plus text. And then I have another object that might just be like sprite plus a bar or something like that, you know? How shall I do this? Tricky. I don't know if I really want to spend a lot of time doing this or if I just want to make like another variant of this. I'm just gonna make another variant, and then I think maybe once we write the second one, it'll be a little bit more clear of what we need to do. Obviously, background color is generic. Then I think this is one variant, or sorry, this is one variant. Let me think. Do I make it an optional though? Or I could just split this up completely, couldn't I? Man, I really wish Go had enumerations. It would save me so much time. I'm over here like, I guess I could pack it into any interface and then do a type switch on it. Um, just frick it. Whatever. We'll just do this. I don't even know if we need any of that. ds.opt. I guess I'll put this here. This is like the owner type of object, so the double height thing's fine. All right, then we'll do, oops, this is sphere task. Or I might just call it sphere. Task.sphere.get. This is the background. Then we've got the icon. This will be rect bot, or no. Yeah, this will be the top rectangle, I guess, so that's fine. Rect. Icon rect, that's fine. Rect.cut left, and then we do this, which takes rect, and we do text style. We'll just define at the very top. We still doing fixies? Yes, we are. Okay, and then this will have to take text, which is not going to get passed in. We'll just do sphere dot remaining, I think I called it. Oh, hold on, current phase. It'll be 10 minus sphere dot current phase. I'll clean up that, but that is technically what it needs to be. Also, what's up? Biggest Eagle, let's go. Just a warning for you, I am nerfing the slag cannon. So yeah, I just wanted you to know. I know. Yeah, he does say the same phrase every time you come back in. Was fun while it lasted. It was just too overpowered. Also, it's too the problem is it's an AoE weapon, so it's an AoE weapon, so it has to be weaker damage than single attack weapons, you know? So Vim scares you? Good thing this is Emacs and not Vim. So you don't need to be afraid. I'm even more scared now. Okay, then this will be the bottom rectangle. Rect bot. Okay. I'm just gonna do this for now. I think this technically is right, but nucleus needs to be a pet. Sphere.phase. That's weird. Oh. Oh, it's this is just Go. Just the first 2 letters of Godot. The nucleus would be a cool pet, I think. It's hard to make it look good with so few pixels though. Where's the icon? Bum, bum, bum. Icon rect fit. Oh, I didn't draw it. Yeah, this is just Go. It's just a programming language. This can buff out more. Also, let's turn this into a bar while we're at it. I know I do bars in places. I just don't know. Draw. Oh, I have a function here called draw bar. I wonder if I can just use this. Or do I have another help? Does it call another helper? No. Okay. All right, let's try this. Draw bar. We'll just do a blank title for now. We'll do current is sphere.current phase, and then 10 is the max phase, and then rect, and then color. I don't know. Colors dot. I guess blue 5. Happy to see someone enjoying coding instead of having AI doing it. Yeah, I mean, I've been coding for a while, so like I do enjoy it a lot, but AIs are pretty good. Sometimes they do some like bafflingly stupid stuff sometimes. So I do a little vibe coding on the side sometimes. All right, we need to pad this more. Or pad all -1, I think, actually. Because that'll make it larger. I'm not really loving what this is looking like, to be honest. It's just too like out of place, I think. I think I just need to retheme the bar. It's also confusing because it's a bar that's unrelated to has color as well. Yeah, the problem is the bar is unrelated to the task, which is kind of confusing, I think. Unless I make the text like phase. Sphere.current phase. Thank you, Ross Oliveira, for the follow. Appreciate it. Can you split the phases inside the bar? I don't really have a segmented bar implementation yet. I'd have the bar at the top and say 0 x of 16 phases completed. Oh, this is double. Because low-key, I kind of miss the bar at the top. Yeah, I don't love the bar over here. I'm trying to make more of a integrated like notifications area over here. So I'd prefer it to be over here. Oops. I can never see stability bar when fighting a boss. Yeah, that is one downside, I guess, but I mean, right now we're just experimenting with this and seeing how it I might need to put text to the left of it. So I'm just thinking of what we could do. I could put phase to the left of the bar, push the bar to the right, and then have the bar just show the number. What happens if you increase the HP MP honor bar to maximum from settings? These don't scale. This only scales the health bar. I guess I could scale those, add scalers for those too. What's up, Roger? How's it going, buddy? I want to check if there was a weird glitch. All right, let's try this. Does this not get passed through? Measure text. Oh, it does. It's just I need to pass rect in here. Oh, also I forgot to remove this phase here. What a time to be alive. Indeed. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, it snuffed my reload. Let's try that again. It sucks because this bar, I think the bar is coded to where it doesn't show this if the title's not there. Who uses drawbar? Oh, I use it for those as well. Okay. I hate to put like a wait, yeah, how does this not work? I guarantee you I have another bar function somewhere because of this. I'm gonna use this one. This is in the character sheet. Let's look for that one. What did I change? Oh, I did that. Okay, whatever. We'll do something like character. Base stats. Or we'll look for, was it skill point progress? Horizontal bar. Perfect. Oh, I need to find the ratio though manually. That's fine. Bar color, we did colors.blue 5. And then rectangle, we're gonna do rec.paddle -1. Thank you, Luch Labs, for the follow. Appreciate it, man. All right, then we want to show this. We'll do sphere.current phase. We'll do 10. Bar rect, base tile, auto fit, true. Oh, let's just see how that looks. D. $56. I think I fixed it. Okay. I think I can make this a little bit less. I think it contrasts a little bit too much. I might need to make another custom bar function, because I think what I need to do is I need to alpha the bar colors a little bit more. What's up, Nia? How's it going? Honestly, I actually just realized I used to have a segmented bar for health a long time ago. I wonder if I still have that code somewhere. But it's not that hard because all I have to do is draw 10 boxes. That might be a better rendition. That way you just see 10 blocks. And there's no numbers. Actually, I like that a lot better. I like that a lot better, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. We're gonna remove the bar and we're just gonna do boxes. We'll do little boxes. The math might be a little tricky. We have to divide it into segments and we'll just draw sprites. And then we'll color them as they fill in. Because that's what's gonna happen here. It's just that you're not gonna see it as individual boxes. And I think they'll be about this size. I think. Yeah, you did say that long ago. But sometimes I have to walk backwards a few steps before I really truly understand the path I need to go, you know? Also, I like ideas when they come from me rather than other people. It's like I can't think of any. I want my reward. There's always like, yeah, I don't know. It's like that meme where it's like, where someone like has a box or something and he's like, I made this, and then someone takes it and like turns around and hands it to someone else and says, I made this. It's like that meme. Okay, let's go ahead and just build this. We'll just make it a segmented horizontal bar. Current int max int. It's gonna be squares, color, and then rectangle. We'll have to pass 2 colors in probably though. IPBan only, else I will still join. He'll always find a way. He's got a billion VPN locations he can get to. Okay, we'll have to do this. Actually, I have a layout function for this already. So we'll do UI dot, is it layout? Layer. Oh, it's like hlist, I think. It's either hlist or hlist2. Yeah, hlist, and then we do rect, and then we do max, and this is our list, and then we do for I in range max, because we need to loop through every single one. List.next is going to be our internal rectangle. We'll do this. It's going to take the R. BG color. We'll just put this up here so we can parameterize it later. And then we'll draw the hull is going to be BG color. And then we'll do cull if I is, let's see, phase 0. I don't have an off by 1 here because it'll be on phase 0, the 0 with element shouldn't be showing. So it's got to be greater than, or no, if current is greater than I, then cull equals color. And then all of this stuff goes away, I think. Okay. All right, let me just comment all of this out. Do I do the icon still? Icon, then I cut left, and then we'll do a segmented horizontal bar with sphere dot current phase. 10 is the maximum. Colors dot blue 5, and then we'll do the rectangle is going to be called what? I'm just going to say bar rect, and then we'll do this. I'm going to copy pasta this part. All right. I should look to see to make sure this compiles. Oh, wait, there's something unsaved here. I forgot to save the function that we just wrote. This should do it, I think. Oh, man. Oh, we need padding between them. Because right now it's like they're right next to each other. So we need to do R equals R dot pad all -1. So we'll just pad 1 pixel. And see how that looks. I think I did that right? Yeah. I think if it draws black, then I don't want to. So I think we want to do this inside of here. No, I think we always have to draw the black square, don't we? Boom, 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 boom. I mean, that actually doesn't look terrible, honestly. I think I'll do this. We're gonna do a or we'll do off color. We'll just do this. We'll do black 4 for the off color. We need to show, like, I want a border, but I think I want to make them more alpha, I think. Actually, this might be what it looks like. This might be the result of the build. No, because it should be black 4. Shouldn't? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Something like this. Except I want the... Something like this, except for what? I want it to be more transparent. What if I do this for all of them? I wonder how this will look. I just think it's too much contrast on, maybe it's not, honestly. I have an idea. How does this look? So the border will be a little bit transparent. I might take this color. Actually, I might just desaturate this. That'll be too light, I think. What if I just do 1.0? Just like that kind of a gray. I don't really like the transparency, I think, on the bar. I think I'd rather it be solid. One thing I don't like visually is that in between the gap, it's getting both padding sides, so it's like double. It's like twice as long. Does that get fixed if I just pad the outside one? Yeah, it does. Okay, let's fix that then. I might change this to 0.5, then it'd be just a 1 pixel padding. But we'll see how this looks. It might look better just to be a little chunky. Oh, that's way more than I thought it was going to be. Wait, what the heck? Why does it do that? The middle, or no, then the middle's going to be thinner, isn't it? Oh, maybe I'm misinterpreting this. I might be misinterpreting this because I think that this one might actually understand that. I mean, this looks like... It's kind of hard to see, but it looks like that's the right size. Let's remove this. I'm just going to make this one again. Stop next. What does this do? Or no, because I'm padding the result. So it's getting 2 sides of padding in the middle. It's getting two corners of padding, or 2 edges of padding. Yeah, why wouldn't padding this work? Oh, because I'm not doing this one. Wait, no, I'm drawing the rectangle. That's the black border. Yeah, then I want to pad just the inner. Like you would think if I just padded the whole outer section, everything would be correct. Paddle. Maybe this will fix it. That looks like the right size. I just don't understand why this is... Like, obviously this is too thick. Maybe I'm just missing something super silly. I don't know. We'll do padding here. We'll do padding divided by 2. I think this is the right value. I just don't really understand why that would be. Do. Maybe increase the height and decrease a tiny bit the width. Width is the correct word. See, but now it looks weird again. Height close to double. Oh, make them more square. Yeah, I can definitely make them more of a square size. I just don't understand why the black, I want the black to be exactly the same size for every single one. So I don't really know why. Maybe it was correct and I just like I maybe made 2 changes inside of my hot reloader and it missed one of them. I mean, this is right, but if I do 0.5, I think it's wrong. Okay, yeah, I guess I just had a bug in the thing. I almost wonder if I want to flip the text, put the text up here again and put the bar at the bottom. Well, I like this more than at least the continual bar, so. Okay. Let's see how that looks. Picasso. Yeah, I don't know if I like this sort of bar that much. The problem is there's only 10 phases, so like if I do it that way, then they've got to be compressed, you know? Like I can only, it's got to fit into here somehow. The one thing I don't love is that it's kind of, I think this looks fine. This is maybe a little bit too large though. I can make it thinner. Like the first 2 biomes would be exempt from the blood moon. Yeah, I want to change the blood moon to make it more of like a one area thing. Like it'll take one big circle of the map. Or maybe it does it in a few locations. And then I want to have it so it spawns like different mobs with different special drops, I think. The problem with this layout though is that it's confusing on, it's like defeat 4 bosses and then it's defeat 4 bosses and then it's like this bar doesn't really correlate to it, you know? So like it's got, that part's confusing, I think. I could maybe I just put phase to the left of it or something like that. Let's try that. You give each box its own symbol that corresponds with that phase. That's actually an interesting idea. That didn't really cut exactly how I wanted. We need to do this, sorry. Does this return the size actually? It does. That could be kind of cool actually. I might actually like that. And then I can make, then I make the bar go across the top. So I'm just thinking this through. I make the bar go across the top. The problem is they're really small icons. Like, I don't really know how I'd fit a moon. Like, I don't know. It'd be like a circle. It would look like a circle pretty much. But I guess they'd just be different symbols and you would be able to know, like you'd eventually learn over time, like what the thing is. And then when you go into the sphere, you can see, oh yeah, it could be a crescent moon, I guess. That's probably better. It's just, yeah, it's just like the moon one's like obvious, I guess. And then like, how would you do like wardens or like titans? I could maybe just like draw a little sword and then it's like you have two sword things. I don't know. That might be more work than I'm willing to do right now. Is this a good enough? You guys think this is a good enough starting point? Or is it too much? It's all right, yeah. I will refine it. I think it'll maybe hopefully get more obvious. The new bot gonna show like X out of 10 now. I was hoping it would, or it should. I thought it was gonna still work, but it's completely busted, I guess. So I want to do one more tweak and see if it looks better without the black bar behind it. Let's pick the same color. We'll desaturate. Flat cannon so OP is using instead of unit sword. I know. It's the only way I can clear those crabs and jellyfishes. They're actually getting nerfed, so heads up. Yeah, it does three projectiles spawn, and then the explosion is half damage. Is Greatsword getting nerfed too? Because holy. Is Greatsword? You think Greatsword's overpowered right now? At least for my, I like some super brief testing. I still think. Yeah, the damage I got from Greatsword wasn't that much. Slide Cannon I was getting way more easily. No, it's not. Seems like a little Pinocchio lie there, huh? Did this change? What's going on? Using Ice Tiara on a Greatsword? I don't even remember what that one does. Shoots super fast. What does Ice Tiara do? Oh, rapid fire. Oh, okay, that's right. Maybe the nerf for Greatswords is they just can't do rapid fire or something. I don't know. But I think after we get these bugs fixed, I think what I'm going to be working on next is like the skill tree rework and myth board rework, like that sort of progression stuff rework, and then balancing. I feel like this isn't changing. Is there a compile bug? Oh, there we go. I might just make them black. I just want it to look off. The problem is it looks too like gray. It's like blending in. Yeah, the problem is I always think like, oh, I'll do now I have enough where I can start like doing balanced stuff, and then I realize like, oh, but actually I forgot I needed to like add a sphere rework or whatever. See, that's too dark, I feel like. Let's go to 2. That looks better. I can also shrink these. Let's do that actually. I think that would look good. Then it would be like dots that get filled in. I wonder if I should add a black border around the ones that get filled in. That actually could look maybe good. It's like fit square or something. Fit int. Or no, maybe just like square. Slice square? Shoot. How do I not have a fit square? Oh no, fit int is the what I want, I think. Fit R into another rect R with. Oh, sub square, there it is. That, and then I can make them black. And then I won't desaturate anymore. I think this, I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty confident this is gonna look good. And then for this one, I want to draw a I guess I can just do this, can't we? Color, or we'll do off color, whatever. That, and then we'll do R equals R dot pad all -1. Let's see this. See it in action. My change might have gotten snubbed though, because I think I saved a bunch of times. All right, let's go to the other one. I just want to see what it looks like blank, and then I really need a mod command to like progress the next one. What? Oh dear, what? I want to pad this to the left. Do you think it looks bad now? Oh, Cannon Nerf is going to be so bad. I have to change class again. I'm already poor with crystals. Sorry. But we'll be doing balance. We'll be starting balance stuff here soon. So things will get back into sorts. I hope. So. I almost want to put this back up at the top again. I just remember the wipe is coming eventually, so I don't get bothered by it. That's good. I'm glad that that's a freeing piece of information to have. Okay, let's do let's I'm gonna keep this. We're gonna rewrite it though. We're gonna do remove this, bar rect, current phase. This will be rect, and this will be rect bot. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Let's see how this looks. I guess I should probably check to make sure it's compiling. You guys want a trivia? Or a little I guess trivia, yeah. The health bar used to be segmented, and it used to be these diamonds that would like stagger up and down like this. And then I think after that, I made them into just blocks like this that expanded outward. And there was one bug where there's a bug where I set the players like max health to like a ridiculous number, like a super large number on the server when they first logged in. And so the very first, like what would happen sometimes is they'd get that number, that the server would send over that number, like they have like 1 million health or something. And they would try to draw 1 million of these boxes when they first logged in, because the health was just wrong on startup. In this building. And it would just crash people's computers. Yeah, and when you got hit, you only lost 1 HP. True. I must have messed this up somehow. Oh, I never saved, that's why. Okay. Let me add that note to fix this part. Man, I don't know how to fix that exactly though. Actually, yeah, I could probably fix that pretty easily. Feels vertically off, like it needs to go down half of a pixel or something. I think the other one looks better, honestly. How is this not saved? I like this one better on the right. This one's too icon soupy, I think. Yeah, I think this and then phase is fine. I think that this is a good start. But I think this is a good startup point, or not startup point, a starting point for this sort of display. So I think that that's fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna stage this stuff. I'm gonna rewrite this stuff anyways, so I don't know if I really care if it's super duper clean. And this one I just, yeah, segmented to horizontal bar. Yeah, don't reprint. Okay. Okay, I think this is a good start, so we'll leave it there. Add a phase display bar for notifications area. All right, we did that one. And then let's change the, this might be easy, I don't know, spheres or server sys, sphere, spawn objectives. Why did I want to do this? Oh, different biomes, that's right, okay. Boom, boom, boom. Do biome map, make map, db.biome type. Configs.biome type, biome ID. Level.biome type. That was an obvious one. Okay, we want to check if, what did I call it? If we want to make sure that all of the objectives are on different biomes, we'll check the biome map. I'll just say has already. So basically it's just a flag that lets us ensure that the objectives spawn in different biomes. I think it's kind of lame when they're all in the, this is for mana inhibitors, pylons, and rifts, mostly. This one's for titans. I guess this is fine true. We may as well. I think they spawn pretty far away usually, but okay. I guess I should test some of this stuff. Oops, 8. We'll say the new objectives are great for getting honor. Yeah, that might have to change. Like what I might do is I might make a fall off curve or 3, 2, 1. I might make a fall off curve or I might make a, actually I need one more phase, don't I? Right now there's only 9 phases, but that's okay, I guess. I might make a fall off curve. Monsters that have more and more and more health just give you less and less and less XP for them. Either that or I'd have like a hard cap, like you can't get more than 1 honor per monster. That doesn't feel as good though. I probably will do the fall off. Bro, no shot as it's snowing for me again. Get me off this ride, poor guy. Poor guy. Okay, I'm gonna look at like this one. Thank you, Angel, for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, I think these are all in different biomes. I'm trying to see here. Yeah, this one's in. It's really hard to tell, but yeah, they all look in different ones. Okay, perfect. That one's done. Also, unfortunately, it's easier in the last phase to just let the orbs die before using the nucleus. Yeah, that's what high on my list as well. I don't know exactly what to do with them though. One idea is that they only move if they're captured, and they don't die or something. I don't know. So then it's like a mandatory. You have to guide them all, but I don't know if I really like that. I'm not. Maybe I'll just rework it. I'm not sure. Because it like puts it at odds with it dying and giving you a bonus at the final fight. So I could just make it so they don't die and there's no bonus. They also really need to be faster. Yeah, I mean one idea is that I make them not die, but then the more people that are on them makes them move faster. Yeah, the bonus isn't that good in the final fight, I guess. It just makes that one phase a little bit shorter. But it seems like people just let them die anyways, so. It might just require a little bit too much of coordination. I don't know. Group play split up would be ideal, but I'm just a gamer with an opinion. Yeah, I mean, like that would be a fundamental change probably. Like that would be, I would always do that, I think. Like I made it so that capture points, the more people you have on them, the faster they capture. This is not in there, okay. And then, but the volatility orbs one, I'm just not sure. Like, I'm not sure if it's worth it to keep them as a bonus in the final fight, or it's just something you have to guide in and it doesn't really give you a bonus. Because if there's no, like, if you're forced to guide them in and they never die, then there's really no reason to give a bonus if you have to do it every time. Because you're always going to get the bonus, right? But right now it's like a little bit of a decision that players make, I guess, where like they decide if they want it to make it all the way or not. So I'm just like, there's like two sides that are kind of like pushing against each other. I'm not really sure how to solve that yet. This could be a cool spot to put a really rare chase item that only drops if all 4 orbs survive. Oh, like a nucleus pet. What even is the bonus? Because it's not that noticeable. It's it does more damage when it does more damage when what's it called? After you destroy all the crystals that spawn from the payload phase, some damage gets done to it, And that the amount of damage that gets dealt is based off of the amount of orbs that you guide into the thing. So it's like maybe like 20 to 30% of the boss's health. Yeah, it's just hard. I just cannot think of a thing to do. I mean, unless you do the nucleus pet. Have a little orb following you around. The little nucleus pet would be the best in the game for sure. You don't think I think the Tintan pet is the... I think that's my magnum opus, honestly. Wand. And then I make it. There's already a cube pet. That's true. But the nucleus pet would be like animated probably. And I don't know if I could draw it. The sphere is so iconic on the main menu screen. That is true. And I could call him the sphereling. Yeah, I mean the problem is there's not that many pixels to fit a pet into, you know. So I'm not sure how it'll turn out if I try to draw it. But I don't know. I don't want to like make crappy gameplay and then hide content behind the crappy gameplay and like that's what makes it valuable. I'd rather make like good gameplay and then have fun, like things people want behind too. So incentives are definitely a big part of it, but also making the thing fun is also a big part of it too. But maybe it's fun enough if I speed it up based off the number of players and you have to, maybe that's okay actually. Because the speeding up part makes it fun, and then the reward ends up being the drop table. That actually could be the key. And then do... based on how many orbs make it to the middle. There should probably be a cap on how many players can speed it up. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to cap everything like that. Like, for example, the pylon one caps at 10 players. I'm trying to get enough honor to get on the leaderboard now. All right, let's fix the reprint thing. That's good. We at least have a idea of what we're gonna do. What does this do? This did the only spawn the great 2026 honor inflation. The minimum now is 1430. Still a lot. Only spawn. Add flag to spawn objectives exclusively in different biomes. Okie dokie. Let's do the reprint one. So that's going to be on... I guess we'll go to Scomp. And we'll go to sphere phase, sphere mode. I'm just gonna look for where I print this. Yeah, we do it here. I'm gonna start this current phase as -1. If current phase is -1 and... oh no, just this. Then we do, we'll just do that. Skip if we've just entered. I think this is right. I need to return here. Fifth try about to make his great return. Bum, 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 bum. I already printed it once. I go out, I go back in, and it's not. All right, good. When can you change his name again, LMAO? The problem with name changing is people were just impersonating other people. So I had to block it. Not that I'm really against people changing their names. It is kind of annoying from my perspective to track all these different people with all these different names and like, yes, good choice, yeah. Like, it's not that I wouldn't prevent it all the time. It's just that I need to make it, it's got to be like a once every so often thing. It also has to be something that I do after I prevent duplicate usernames. Yeah, I probably have to make it a frequency thing, plus it probably has to cost something. All right, let's see if we can draw a nucleus pet. Oh, I'm sorry. That one's on me. 25K every 6 months to impersonate my favorite Mythfallers. Well, as long as I prevent duplicate usernames, then you can't impersonate anymore. That solves like the root of the problem. Sorry. But I could also make it cost $25,000 too. Not a bad idea. Not my worst idea. I feel like I even gotta go smaller than this. That's not the color I wanted. I want this color. I mean, something like this could maybe work. Also, my hard crashes don't show up in the logs, right? Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not seeing the logs for that stuff yet. I don't know exactly what's going on. I did do a little bit of stuff yesterday to fix a few race conditions that the game had in it. I don't think they're going to cause you to crash, though, unfortunately. I was just kind of like looking for anything. Or, well, sorry, there is one. Like, there are a few things that do show up, but they don't seem to time with when you message about it, I guess. Yeah, sorry. I know it's not ideal. I just haven't been able to figure out exactly what's going on here. I might need to make a, what I maybe should do is I should make a, like a flag you can put on the Steam thing that shows, that just tracks all the logs. And then when it crashes, it'll, like I'll just pipe all of the output to something and then I'll just get all of it, maybe. I don't know. I might need to do something like that. I mean, obviously this is a super important thing to solve. It's just, I need like to, it's like I need to add stuff to help me solve it, if that makes sense. Whoops. Oh, sorry. Too far, maybe. To there and here. Oops. Dun dun. Dun dun. Where did I go? There and there. I wonder if I can just do this. Sometimes it's easy to, oops. Or I'm going to duplicate this because I might have to try it a few times. I think it's just too small. I'll put this on top. I'm going to put this back on the bottom. Or how does this animate actually? Yeah, I might just need to do something like that. Incredible. So this is how it's made. He just clicks, he just randomly clicks until it looks kind of okay. I always wondered how does he pull this off? How does he keep doing this? And my cat comes and lays on my mouse. Oops. A click, you say? I'm trying, it's hard to get it to like rotate at the exact right speed to like, well, I did that one already, I think. Oh no, maybe I didn't. That's pretty good, actually. At least the blobs are kind of like mixing. I think some of them, like this one goes out a little bit too far. I think the problem is some of them have too many flare outs. That one done. I might just remove all the flare outs actually. How's that? Does this live up to your hopes and dreams? Or did you have something else in mind? Because one idea I could also do is make it less of a... Like, it could be more of a blob, I guess, too. Oops. Which layer is this? That one. I feel like that adds good depth, though. All right, I just wanted to make sure that I could draw it. Oops. Is this in the right spot? That's the middle. I need to move this layer over. I need to make sure I could draw it before I committed to reprogramming the other phase. Otherwise, I'd change it and be like, man, I just can't draw this thing. And then I'd be stuck. Okay, so I think what we can do is we can make the we'll make the defend mode thing scale up loot instead. So the defend mode, and that's I like that. That'll be like the last thing I do. I might also be able to nerf this. I'm gonna have to push these two, I think. Yeah, so this won't be too hard. This one, this is gonna be the XP scaling. I think I'm gonna scale it down somehow. I don't know. We'll just, I'll approach some limit or something like that. But yeah, so I'll change the volatility orbs. They'll move faster the more people that are on it, and they won't die. Or no, they will die. Yeah, they'll still die. They'll move faster when there's more people on it, and they'll scale the loot. And I'll add the nucleus pet as well, because right now the nucleus doesn't really have any drops, so I might only get one. I might only get that one item in, so you have to get all 4 orbs in so you can get the nucleus pet. Maybe that'll be good enough for now at least. So, and I'll make the egg take 24 hours to incubate. But I need to go eat lunch because I'm starving. So thank you all for stopping by for another evil stream. And yeah, I hope you always come by next time, and I hope to see you then. And take care. Have a great rest of your day.